Hello, and welcome to James the Lesch's Express Lane, where we get you out as fast as possible. Last week, I brought you interesting theory presented by someone on Twitter that DSP may have Cushing syndrome. At first, I thought maybe because he used to be a bodybuilder, so he says, and we all know DSP. He would cheat. He would take shortcuts. He would do steroids. But after the video went up, people were like, what if it was steroid shots for his back? Say he moves to Seattle, the Seattle air magically cured his back. What if it wasn't the magical air? What if it was steroid shots? And then, I don't know, maybe late 2018, early 2019, somebody has a slight addiction to mobile games. Somebody's spending thousands, not tens of thousands of dollars on mobile games. Suddenly, he can't afford the steroid shots. Goes on the steroid shots. Bam. Cushing syndrome. But, then someone's like, well, actually, I'm a 4-year med student and he actually fits this better. Lesch Nyhan syndrome. Probably pronouncing it wrong. And I looked over like, you know what? This does fit him very well, including the gout. If it didn't include gout, I would have been like, maybe, but it includes gout. But as far as we know, he doesn't have diabetes, so he says. And he doesn't bitch about having to prick his fingers and like, oh god, I pricked my finger to test my blood sugar. Now it hurts to press this button on the controller, guys. We haven't heard that. He's got to have diabetes, right? He is so shitty at taking care of his body. He's got to have it, right? But maybe he doesn't. Maybe he has gout because he has Lesch Nyhan syndrome. What is that? Glad you asked. Lesch Nyhan syndrome is a condition that occurs almost exclusively in males. I guess you can call him a male, even though according to Pandalay, his dick don't work. It is characterized by neurological and behavioral abnormalities and the overproduction of uric acid, the cause of gout. Uric acid is a waste product of normal chemical processes and is found in blood and urine. Excess uric acid can be released from the blood and build up under the skin and cause gouty arthritis. Arthritis caused by an accumulation of uric acid in the joints. The gout. Uric acid accumulation can also cause kidney and bladder stones. Yeah. The nervous system and behavioral disturbances experienced by people with Lesch Nyhan syndrome include abnormal involuntary muscle movements, the rocking. One of my favorites is still that video of him doing the unboxing of the headphones, and the only reason you know he's rocking back and forth and doing a T-pose is because you can see his reflection. Like, he's on a camera. There's no reason for him to be rocking back and forth. There's no reason for him to be doing a T-pose. And yet, he does it. Even when he's off camera. Such as tensing of various muscles, dystonia, jerking movements, chorea, and flailing of the limbs. Flailing of the limbs. Why does that sound so familiar? Alright, DSP. People with Lesch Nyhan syndrome usually cannot walk, require assistance sitting, and generally use a wheelchair. We've all seen him walk. Oh, wait a minute. He doesn't walk. He waddles. He can't walk. He waddles. It's I think someone described it like Frankenstein's monster. Like, that's... Yeah, that makes sense. Require assistance sitting. I mean, he has to sit down to take a shower. Yeah, just saying. Self-injury, including biting and headbanging. Constantly see him chewing on his fingers. Is the most common and distinctive behavioral problem in individuals with Lesch Nyhan syndrome. Don't really see headbanging, but definitely do see the biting. Frequency. The prevalence of Lesch Nyhan syndrome is approximately 1 in 380,000 individuals. This condition occurs with similar frequency in all populations. Causes. Mutations in the HPRT1 gene cause Lesch Nyhan syndrome. The HPRT1 gene provides instructions for making an enzyme called hypoxanthine phosphoribose. I'm an American. Sorry. The enzyme is responsible for recycling purines, a type of building block of DNA and its chemical cousin RNA. Recycling purines ensures that cells have a plentiful supply of building blocks for the production of DNA and RNA. HPRT1 gene mutations that cause Lesch Nyhan syndrome result in a severe shortage or complete absence of hypoxia blah blah blah. Again, I'm American. We don't speak big words. America. When this enzyme is lacking, purines are broken down but not recycled, producing abnormally high levels of uric acid. For unknown reasons, a deficiency of hypoxia blah 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 is associated with low levels of chemical messenger in the brain called dopamine. Dopamine transmits messages that help the brain control physical movement and emotional behavior, and its shortage may play a role in the movement problems and the other features of disorder. However, it is unclear how a shortage of hypoxia blah 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 causes neurological and behavioral problems characteristic of Lesch Nyhan syndrome. Some people with HPRT1 gene mutations produce some functional enzyme. These individuals are said to have Lesch Nyhan variant. The signs and symptoms of Lesch Nyhan variant are often milder than those of Lesch Nyhan syndrome and do not include self-injury. So he could be a variant. He shows a lot of the symptoms, but doesn't really do the self-harm. And he can't walk, he waddles. But he doesn't need a wheelchair. Although, no one's ever seen him at the grocery stores. For all we know, he's like his father, George Senda, and uses a Mart cart. He'd be going around with a little Mart cart. Beep, beep. I need to get the milk. I can pick up a whole gallon by myself. Beep, beep. Just saying. That's the inheritance pattern. This condition is inherited by an X-linked recessive pattern. The gene associated with this condition is located on the X chromosome and is one of the two sex chromosomes in males who only have one X chromosome. Oh. So it's his mom's fault. Maybe he's going to blame this on his aunt too. If females have two X chromosomes, a mutation would have to occur in both copies of the gene to cause the disorder because it is unlikely that females will have two altered copies of this gene. Males are affected by X-linked recessive disorders much more frequently than females. A characteristic of X-linked inheritance is that fathers cannot pass X-linked traits to their sons. So DSP got nothing from his dad. Well, at least he can't blame his dad for anything anymore. Need genetic testing, other diagnosis and management resources. Yeah. Other names for this condition: complete HPRT deficiency, HGPRT deficiency, LND, LNS, Lesch Nyhan disease. Yada, yada, yada. There's more stuff, and then sources for the page. I mean, for the symptoms, obviously the uric acid causing gout, we know he has that. Definitely has that. Cannot walk. He can't. He waddles. That's also like people go, why don't you take a walk around your neighborhood with a cat that gets some exercise? No, I can't. Is it because he's really that busy? Or is he physically unable to walk that far? Again, we've not seen him at the grocery stores. For all we know, he's cruising around those Mart carts, having the time of his life. He's like, look at me, I don't need to walk. I can just drive around the grocery store. Whee! Or he could be like a lot of people when they lean on the carts really heavily. Alright, the jerking movements. Yeah, he has some of that. The filling of the limbs. Definitely has that. Abnormal involuntary muscle movements. The rocking back and forth. He doesn't really require assistance sitting. At least not that I've seen. But then again, he just plops down on the... Well, yeah, you don't... Well, sometimes you will see him get up and then sit back down. But usually, by the time the camera's on, he's already sitting down, so... Who knows, maybe Cat to help him sit down, but... Then he'll get up and grab the vest when he hits the vest streak. Self-injury, again, he does a lot of biting. But that's usually only when person of dark skin is on the screen. Actually, during Fire Emblem Three Houses, the guy wasn't even that dark skinned. The guy had like a tan and immediately starts chewing on his paws or hooves, whatever. And again, they said there's the variant where you get some of the enzymes, so it's a Lesch Nyhan variant. So that explains why he can waddle but not really walk. Why he doesn't headbang, at least not that we've ever seen. Man. And again, he's always bringing up the secret behind the scenes medical condition that he can't talk about. Cushing syndrome, from doing all those steroid shots for his back, not the magical Seattle air that led to Cushing syndrome, or is it Lesch Nyhan syndrome? Because what is it? One of the symptoms from the Cushing disease is the round face, and the fourth year medical student who told me about this, it's like, yeah, he has a round face, but he doesn't have the moon face as they call it. No moon face. A round face, and the bloating caused by alcohol, but not the moon face as they call it. And he doesn't have the fat deposit between his shoulders, aka buffalo hump. It's like, alright, so maybe he doesn't have that, or maybe he gets that drained. Like, what was it? A couple weeks ago, he had to take his day off on Wednesday. Why? I screwed up my schedule. It's like, how do you screw up your schedule? You write your schedule. What if he screwed up his doctor's appointment schedules? Like he's used to getting that drained or taken care of or something. But no, because he would have stopped getting the shots because he couldn't afford them anymore because he got addicted to mobile gaming. But then again, this is the same guy that will go, I made $2,000 in tips in one day off of Jasper. Do I A, pay off this credit card and have money left over so I no longer owe money on this credit card, or do I spend it on WWE champions? WWE champions. Oh, Kat wants to go out. Alright, we'll go out to eat. I'll spend money on that. But, do I get a better webcam? Do I not bitch about being able to afford this $40 game? Nah, I want to bitch about the $40 game and bitch about my webcam, bitch about my keyboard while going out and spending $60 in one meal with Kat. So yeah, for him, he could have very well decided, my back feels fine. I don't need the shots anymore. Fuck you. I'm not spending the money on the shots anymore. And then bam. Like, I don't get it. Why do I keep growing this hump of fat between my shoulder blades? I should really get this taken care of. Not realizing that it's Cushing syndrome. Or, of course, you could have this. But how would he... Well, he could have gotten genetic testing. Because it says... below... Your diagnosis. Genetic testing information. Let's go look. Motor dysfunction resembles cerebral palsy, cognitive behavioral disturbances, uric acid overproduction, behavioral disturbances. Going from, did you guys see that? That was great. Ack. Fuck you! Lean and manual ban. Definitely. Biochemical genetics test. Molecular genetic test. I mean, I could probably see him paying for that and then going, oh, that sucks, snort. And then just not doing anything about it. Because it's DSP. He definitely seems like the kind of guy, though, that would be getting the steroid shots for his back. The Seattle air magically cured my back. I don't need the shots anymore. Fuck you. Stops taking them. And then, hey, Cushing syndrome. But I could definitely see him having something like this. Although some people say, like, there's nothing wrong with him, like, genetically, or there's no syndrome or whatever. He's just an asshole. It's like, true, he is a very big asshole. I was always talking about shoving things up there because there's a lot of space there. But I just cannot imagine. Like, look at his body. His body reminds me of SpongeBob. Tiny little noodle arms and legs, and then big wide body. that Cushing syndrome fits. And the snorting. And just, him crying, oh, I was really working hard that game, man. I'm starting to sweat. The sweat's getting in my eyes. You're playing a video game. Why are you sweating? I don't even sweat when I do VR. I'm doing no audio shield and all that other stuff in VR. I don't even sweat then. There's gotta be something wrong with him. What do you think? Could it be Cushing? Could it be Lesch Nyhan? Could it be something else? Keep sending me more medical links, especially if you're like an actual medical person. There's a person on Twitter who linked to me about Cushing, another person on the comment section of the video about Lesch Nyhan. Like, you have other theories and other things like this that might fit him? Let me know. I'll gladly cover it. I love speculating. I like it a lot. Plus one internet, people get that reference. Yeah, I love speculating. I love guessing. I love wondering. I love taking the pieces of the puzzle and trying to put them together and go, okay, it doesn't really look like the picture on the box, but it does look like something. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.